Hi, I'm Pat Bourgeois with RAVEK, and today I'm going to be installing these Apex white running lights on our 2017-2023 RZR. Now, if you have the amber running lights, the install process is exactly the same. Now, I know there's a lot of lighting options on the market, but I think Apex lights are pretty darn special. I mean, they're incredibly durable. They take just a beating. They just keep on glowing. They're really well designed, really pro finished look to them. With this built-in diffuser, they're incredibly intense light, but you don't have any of the hot spots you find with most other LED systems. And the best thing about an Apex light system is the versatility to install them virtually anywhere. Let your imagination run wild with these kids. So let's get started. Now, when you open your Apex white or amber running light kit, here's what you'll find inside. 2 Apex light assemblies, 2 extension harnesses, a power harness, 2 tube adapters, 2 light assembly straps, some double-sided tape, 2 flat washers, 4 6mm button head screws, 2 4mm button head screws, some adhesive promoter wipes, rubbing alcohol wipes, and a nice bundle of zip ties. Now, the tools you'll need for installation are side cutters to clean things up when you're done, a deep well 10mm socket, and a 1/4-inch ratchet. Now, if you want to install the Apex lights with the optional drill mount, you'll also need 11/32 drill bit, a 1/4-inch drill bit, and of course, a power drill. To get started, we're going to access the bus bar on our RZR. To do that, got to move this front cowl. So you remove the cowl, and these older RZRs have a very traditional bus bar. One is a ground and one is power, and it's keyed power. This is where you'll need your 10mm deep well socket and drive. And we're going to remove those 2 nuts on the bus bar so we can attach our power. Now, to attach our power harness to our bus bar, I got that final nut off. See, there's 2 locations on our bus bar. One is ground, one is keyed power. This is the ground here in the middle, keyed power to the left. So take our power harness from our Apex lights, simply slip them on to each side of the bus bar, and then we're going to reattach our nuts. All right, our power harness is now installed to our RZR bus bar. And I'm going to come back in and clean up this wiring once I have everything installed, make sure everything's working properly. Next comes the fun part, and that is mounting the Apex light. The beautiful thing about Apex lights, you can mount them virtually anywhere. Now, there's 3 primary ways to mount those, and I'm going to show you those in just a second. On this particular vehicle, I've been eyeballing this area of the fascia, which I think is perfect for this light. It's really going to accent it. And there's 2 ways we can mount this here, but let's take a look at the 3 different ways you can mount an Apex light first. I'm going to show you the 3 different ways to mount Apex lights to your vehicle. Roll bar mount with a strap, flush mount with adhesive, and flush mount with a screw in. Now, to mount your Apex lights to a tube or a roll bar, I'm going to show you the steps. And notice we get your Apex lights flat back. Included in the kit is this beveled back. We'll want to attach this to the Apex light. You can orient your wire on either side, depending on where you're mounting it. And this beveled back, it'll only go on one way. It is tapered. You kind of feel it lock into place. When it's in place, grab your short panhead screws and secure it to the back of the Apex light. Now, when you mount an Apex light to a round tube, we recommend using a combination of the strap and the 2-sided tape. So to attach our 2-sided tape, there's a non-branded side and a branded side. The non-branded side will go against your Apex light. But before we do that, we want to make sure our surface areas are clean. So you're going to first grab your alcohol wipe, and we're going to give our Apex light a quick wipe. And you'll also wipe whatever surface area you're going to be mounting the light to as well. We'll let that dry a little bit. You grab your primer wipe. You're going to repeat the process on our Apex light. and also on the surface area you'll be mounting it to. Now your surface areas are ready for maximum adhesion of this two-sided tape. Again, blank side against the apex light. What I like to do is just start backing a little bit. This will allow me to get it lined up and not have it looking wonky when you're done. So if it's looking good, you can just peel back that backing tape and give it a good squeeze. Now I'm ready to mount this light to our tube. Now with my backing tape applied to my beveled plate, it's time to mount the apex light to my round tube. I'm going to mount it up high on this tube right here, and just how I applied the backing tape to the apex light, we'll do the same process to the roll tube. So get it started. I like to always work top down, peel back a little like this. Now I'm going to go just below this weld, but wherever you're mounting it, get it started, and then grab that backing tape and peel back. That way you can keep it straight all the way back. Got a good squeeze. And with round tube mounting, although this 3M two-sided tape is extremely durable, I mean, you can see that. For added security, we'll take our straps, go through the slot, around the tube, strapped in place. Now my apex light is secured to the roll bar. All that's left to do is plug it in, see if it works. Nice. And we'll check our flash modulator. Beautiful. It's that easy, kids. 500 times brighter than your standard RZR light. Now all that's left to do is come back in with some zip ties, route this wire so it's not touching anything hot or anything moving, and we're good to go. All right, here are the steps to screw mount your apex lights to your vehicle. Now we happen to be using a Polaris RZR, but the process is the same no matter your vehicle. Once you determine where you're going to mount the apex light, first step, clean the surface area. So we got our alcoholic swab. You'll notice, looks like we've already had something mounted here. That's because we have. We've been durability testing these apex lights on this RZR all season long. And so we're gonna pretend those holes aren't there. Next step, take our primer pad and prime the area. Then we'll go to our two-sided tape. We recommend, again, two forms of fastening this. You're gonna use the tape as well as the screws. Nice thing about the tape, these holes are gonna serve as your pilot holes to drill through the material. Remember, non-branded side will go against our apex lights, so the branded side will go against the vehicle. Make sure it's oriented correctly. If you want your lights, the wide part at the top, wide part of the tape should be at the top, and vice versa. That's how I'm gonna mount this one. So our surface area is clean. Again, I like to start at the top. And if you want, you can place your tape on your vehicle and make a few marks so it is square or lined up exactly where you want it. There we go. Make it easier so it's nice and square. Now, this will serve as your template to drill your holes. Our holes are already there, so we'll pretend I drilled them. Next, take your apex light. Your 11/32 inch or the larger hole will be where you route your wire. The smaller hole, the 1/4 inch, will be where you secure it with the fastener. So the tolerances are just right. Push our wire through. There we go. Once that's looking good, I can peel this tape off. And a little piece there in the way. Get it lined up. Now, what I like to do now is grab my fastener and route that through the back side before I put the light in place. It just helps me see everything that's going on. I like to get my fastener through the hole That's going to help guide my apex light onto the two-sided tape. Otherwise, if you put your light down on the tape before your fastener's in place, you may have a struggle to get it started. Now, my fastener's started, I'm on the tape, I'm square, give that a good push. Now I can grab my 4mm from the backside and secure it. And remember to put your fender washer on the backside. Give it a few turns, get it snug. That'll cinch our apex light down to that two-sided tape. And we are ready to plug it in, give it a test. Nice clean install means that's not going anywhere. We'll plug it in. Nice. We have modulator in line. Got the flash. There you have it. Surface mount apex lights with the screw-in method. Now another way to install apex lights is a flat surface mount using just the two-sided tape, no screws. This is a quick, easy way to do it. If you got a place where routing the wire, you can kind of hide it nice, makes sense. It's a perfect way to do it. All right, to do this, pretty simple. First thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take your alcohol wipe, just clean up the light assembly itself. And given that it's probably new, it's pretty clean. And then you're also gonna wanna take this alcohol wipe and clean whatever surface of the vehicle you're gonna be mounting it to, all right? Once that's done, you're gonna take your promoter or your primer wipe. This is gonna, as it sounds, promote better adhesion. So do the same to your light and the same to your surface area. Once that's done, you're gonna thread your two-sided tape through your wire harness here from the apex light. There's two holes you can line it up, you'll see on your apex light. One hole is for mounting, one hole is for the wiring harness. Again, your tape is tapered, it'll only go on there one way, and you'll want to use the non-branded side against the light, as such. So I'll peel back the backing tape, stick this to my light, peel the tape off again, adhere it to the vehicle. And it can be a little tricky with the wire in there. What I like to do is get it started like this, peel back a portion of it, get it square. And then kind of rip it right around that wire coming from the apex light. And get it lined up, give it a good press, and now we are ready to install this light on any flat surface you choose. And I'm going to position it right here. I'm going to run the wire down below the fender lip and connect it to the harness. So before I do, I want to take my alcohol wipe. You clean up the surface a little bit, especially if you got like Armor All or something on there that you've been cleaning your vehicle. Now to apply the apex light surface mount to the vehicle, I'm going to again put it right here. I've cleaned this surface area with my alcohol wipe and my primer. I've got my two-sided tape attached to my apex light. I've peeled back vacuum tape part way so I can handle it on the backside without getting all sticky. Get my light lined up where I want it. It's centered. Once it's all in place, I can peel the rest of the backing tape away. My tape removed. Give it a good push. And now before I button everything up and get my wires routed cleanly, I think it's time to give it a test first. As AC/DC said on Let There Be Rock, let there be light. 300% more light to be accurate. That is gonna look sick. Apex light is now surface mounted to my location. That is gonna look just killer when it's done. Now we take our extension harness, plug into the apex light, up into our power harness located on our bus bar, And if things all go well, we should have lights. Again, I'm gonna just rough route this until I make sure everything is working properly. I'll plug it into my Apex light. Now we give you a lot of extension harness here because of the versatility of where you can mount these lights anywhere. And you'll also notice on your extension harness, you'll have an additional plug. That is so you can add additional lights. So again, I'm just gonna rough route this until we make sure everything is working properly. And then when we're done with that, and I know it's working, I'm gonna come back and clean it up. So I've snaked my extension harness through a nice opening here. I'll plug it into my power harness. And if I did everything correctly, we should have light. Plug that in. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that looks so good. Well, now I know I've got lights. I'm gonna go back in there, clean up my harness, grab my zip ties, get everything out of the way, make sure it's touching nothing hot, nothing rotating, and then we can go do the other side. Hope this video was helpful, and we'll see you on the trail.